Hi guys, and welcome to the 9th video in my 10-day of Halloween series. This is a black and white pinup zombie, so jumping right in, I do have my eyes primed and my brows primed as well. So I am just putting on white body paint all over my face, on my ears, down my neck, and on my chest as well. Once I have all of that on there, I'm going to go ahead and set everything with translucent setting powder. Next, with a black eyebrow pen, I'm just going to start to create the brow shape that I want. I am looking for something very high today, so that is what I'm going to do. If you look at pictures of pinup girls, they have fabulous eyebrows, so I am trying to structure my eyebrow in a way that looks similar to a pinup eyebrow. Next, taking a black jumbo pencil, I am going to place this all over my lid and a little bit in my crease, and then start to blend it out with a large blending brush. After I have that blended, I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline, and I'm going to tightline as well with a black pencil. I'm also going to drag this lower than my bottom lid and then start to blend it out and drag it down. And it is supposed to look very messy, so that's why I'm not caring too much about how it looks right now. To set all of that black pencil, I'm just going to go ahead and pat black eyeshadow right on top of it, and then I'm going to start to blend it out. And I'm going to do the same exact thing for the bottom lid as well, but on the bottom lid I am going to drag it down. This look is supposed to look very grungy. Next, I'm going to move into contouring my cheekbones. So I'm using the same exact brush that I was using to blend out the black eyeshadow, and I'm just using that to define my cheekbones on both sides. I'm not going to bother to define my forehead at all because I'm going to be wearing a wig that has bangs. So yeah, I just skipped that step. But if you want to do this look and you're not wearing a wig that has bangs, then you can go ahead and contour your forehead with the black. After I'm done with my cheekbones, I moved on to my jaw, and I'm just using that same exact brush and eyeshadow to slim out my jaw as much as possible. My lip gloss started to feather and go into the paint, so I tried to wipe it off with my finger and ended up making a mistake, which you guys are going to see in a little bit. And I was not happy, but it's an easy fix, and I do fix it later on in the video. Now I'm just going to start to contour my nose with the same black shadow. Before I put the black eyeshadow on my nose, I did tap it on a washcloth first to make sure I don't have way too much product on my brush, and then I started to blend it onto my nose. Now I wanted the bottom of my eye to be a little more flared out with the black eyeshadow, so I'm just going back in with a little more product and just spreading it out, and I do that to both sides. Now to contour out my collarbone, I'm just going to go ahead and raise my shoulders up and move them a little forward, and then what you do is just suck in a little bit of air, and then you can see the hollow points on your chest. So I'm just using the black eyeshadow to fill out those hollow points, and I do it for the middle part too, and then I also do underneath the collarbone as well, but it's a little more difficult to see because I'm not really in frame, so I do apologize about that. After I'm done contouring my chest, I do apply lashes, and I apply very dramatic lashes, and then I move back into blending out the contouring. So I just switched my brush to a more dense brush to help me blend out the lines. I do this to all of my contour areas, including my chest. Alright, so moving on to the zombie mouth part, I'm just going to go ahead and start to create an outline. I totally freehand this, so I'm just going to create the outline with some black body paint. I knew that I didn't want it to be on top of my actual lips. I wanted it to be on the side, so that's why I put it in this position. I'm just creating swirly lines, and then I'm going to start to outline where the gums would be. Alright, so I wanted the gums to be a grayish color, so all I did was basically wet my brush just a little bit because I had black body paint on there already, and I just started to spread it out. If it got a little too dark for me dipping it back into the black paint, I just dipped it in a little more water just to spread it out some more. So I do the same process for the bottom gums as well. For the teeth, I don't even bother filling them in white because I already have white paint on my face, so it's like pointless. So I just basically went in with the black body paint and just started to create the outline of the teeth and the little grooves in between them, and I continued this process off the camera because my camera did start to overheat, so I had to turn it off. So I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see that part, but I do just keep on, and I created little grooves in the teeth as well to make them look like molars because you know you have molars on that side of your mouth, and then I'm creating little tiny marks in between each tooth on the gum just to define the gum a little bit, and then I'm just going back over the outline of the opening of the mouth. To highlight the gums, I'm just using some white body paint and going over each little tiny gum area. And then I am going to start to define this whole mouthpiece right here with some black eyeshadow and a small detailing brush, just going out around the outside of the opening of the mouth part. I'm not going to get too close. I want that little tiny space in between because it makes it look like the area is raised a little bit. So I'm just going to keep on going around in different random areas, and I'm going to start to create a shadow inside of the mouth as well by just darkening underneath where that skin flap would be. And I'm also going to darken the top of the teeth as well, where they would be protruding out of the gum. Alright, back to fixing that mistake. I just went ahead and wiped off that little tiny part with a wet wipe, and now I'm just patting some white paint on top of it. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I'm going to tap it with some of that setting powder that I had used earlier in the beginning of the tutorial. If you guys remember, I set everything with the setting powder, so it's just the same powder. And then I'm moving into the lips with black liquid lipstick. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over my lips pretty messily, and then I'm gonna rub my lips together and then start to spread out the edges with my finger. Once I get it to look how I want it to look, I'm just gonna go back over with the liquid lipstick again to make sure everything is opaque. After the lipstick, I do finish off the look with a small mole and the wig with the big pin curls in the front, and the look is complete. This has to be one of my top 10 looks, one of my favorite looks that I have done. If you guys like it, please give the video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I have one more video left. Don't miss the 10th video. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Bye.